In today's Leeds news, Sam Greenwood exit not so clear. This week's loan watch, McKennie let people down, and Preston and Leeds agree ticket deal. Morning folks, Jay here on the 29th of November with your Leeds United news. Not a massive amount going around, so this will be a pretty short video. And just to say, this is the one a week, it is Wednesday, so if you do like the channel, if you like what we're doing here and you want to help us grow, you can do so by subscribing or liking the videos and sharing them around or commenting on anything that helps as well. And that'll be that. We'll move on. We'll start off with Sam Greenwood. We'll be talking an awful lot about Sam Greenwood in recent weeks as his loan spell at Middlesbrough goes from strength to strength. Player again logging an assist again last night and the weekend as well, so he's doing very, very well. We all thought that this was a very straightforward situation. Leeds had agreed a loan deal with a £1.5 million buyout for Sam Greenwood at the end of the season. On the basis of performances he put in so far, it looks like a bargain deal for Middlesbrough, and it looked like it was all done and dusted. Phil Hay has been speaking on the square ball, and he raised a very interesting point that I wanted to share because it does affect the potential of Sam Greenwood either coming back to Leeds or making that move permanent to Borough. In the piece of the podcast, Phil goes on to point out that Sam Greenwood will be on a reduction in salary in the Championship this year, as the rest of the squad are. I think the 60% wage cut they all took to go down. In this, he points out that if Leeds were to get promoted, that Sam Greenwood's salary would revert back to its full salary and end up putting back on Premier League wages. What that would mean is that Middlesbrough may not be in a position to actually afford the salary of Sam Greenwood, who could also be in line for a Premier League pay increase, because those clauses work both ways. The reduction when you go down, increase when you go back up, as well as bonuses in there as well. And although Sam Greenwood is not currently on the Leeds squad, he was when the season started. So basically what they're saying here, as our Phil says, is Middlesbrough may not be in a position to make the move permanent should Leeds get promoted back to the Premier League, and then it's up to Sam Greenwood whether he wants to make that move permanent as well. It's an interesting one. There's a contract ticking out there as well, so Leeds would want to keep an eye on that over the course of January as well. But it means it's not as clear cut as it previously looked, and there is a possibility that Sam Greenwood could return to Leeds United at the end of the season. He's having a cracking time. He's doing really, really well. Good player. I've said it for a long time. He was a good player, but he's now starting to put in some serious numbers as well in terms of assists and goals as well, and he's clocking them up, and we'll cover more of that when we get to Loan Watch in a second. So yeah, let's crack on then and get into Loan Watch. Brendan Aronson's Union Berlin ended their 9-match losing streak as they drew at the weekend. However, Aronson missed out on the squad due to illness. Robin Koch missed out on Frankfurt's 2-1 loss this weekend due to a calf strain, which also caused him to miss out on his recall to the German national side. Jack Harrison played 90 minutes versus Manchester United. Not a great game for Jackie. He did almost score with a kind of a deflected knee, but was criticised by the local press again around Liverpool. Max Fober, 90 minutes for Gladbach as they lost 4-2 to Dortmund. Rasmus Christensen was a late substitute in Roma's win over Udinese. Diego Llorente played 90 minutes in that game as well, a 3-1 win to Roma over Udinese. Sam Greenwood at the weekend, Middlesbrough lost 3-2 to Bristol City, but Sam Greenwood did clock up an assist in that 3-2 defeat, and he was on the bench last night. Came on as they were 3-0 up against Preston to get an assist for their fourth goal, 2 assists in a week for Sam Greenwood. Cody Drameh played again 90 minutes for Birmingham as they won 2-1 in their first win for Wayne Rooney. Mark Roca, unused substitute as Betis beat Las Palmas 1-0. Luis Sinisterra still waiting for his first start for Bournemouth as he came off the bench in this weekend's game. And Sonny Perkins benched for the last 2 minutes, came on for Oxford's win, a loss to Cheltenham at the weekend 2-0, and last night was dropped again from the squad completely. It's a tough time for Sonny Perkins, keep saying it, but not getting an awful lot of minutes there at all. Moving on, let's talk about Weston McKennie, because everybody wants to talk more about Weston McKennie and his time at Leeds United. Speaking earlier this week, Weston McKennie has been talking about lots of things again, but he's also speaking about Leeds United. Previously, Weston McKennie has talked quite highly of the Leeds United fan base, despite the fact that there wasn't a very natural connection there, and it seemed to be more stick that McKennie got than anything else. But he has talked very highly about the atmosphere at Ellen Road, the fans at Leeds, and Leeds United as a club. He's now been speaking about the actual time there and how he felt about it and his feelings. McKennie joined Leeds this time last year, coming into the January transfer window, and I think everyone was excited about the prospect of a player coming in of his calibre after performances that we'd seen him put in with Schalke and with Juventus. However, that didn't last very long, and when he did get here, the shine went off pretty quickly. McKennie said that he felt the experience that he had with Leeds United in the Premier League last season was important to him in terms of his development as a player in his career. He said, however, that when he left Juventus in January for Leeds, it was an experience that he was not able to give his best for. He went on to say that he felt that he let people down during his time at Leeds, but did go on to say that he felt that the experience of the relegation last season and the fight that Leeds had and the drama around all of that was an important part in his career. McKennie said that he is refocused since returning to Italy and wanted to get himself back to his best form, and in the last 5 matches for Juve he's played every minute of each of those 5 games as well. It's a shame we didn't get the focused Weston McKennie there, because there is a good player in there when he is sharp and on form, but we didn't see any of that sadly during his time at Leeds United. The player himself has gone on. He kind of has taken responsibility for last season. He's done a couple of interviews this year where he's pointed out that he didn't do his best, or he could have done better, and he felt bad about it, and that basically in this interview now that he's felt that he's let people down, none more so than the fans as well. So it's an interesting one. McKennie seems to be taking an awful lot of responsibility considering he's not a Leeds player and moved away from the club, but yeah, seems to want to talk about it and want to put his hand up, which is unusual. You expect the loan players to be doing that kind of stuff, but it's an ex-player that's doing it now. And then finally today, just to wrap it up, I said it will be a short one. We'll just give some information on the Preston and Leeds United deal. Preston and Leeds have agreed a reciprocal ticket deal. Preston, the latest side to agree this deal with Leeds United, and that will mean that an even pricing for tickets for away fans for both clubs when they visit each other. Leeds confirmed the details yesterday on their Twitter and on their official leedsunited.com page. The allocation is 5,640 tickets for that game, and they will start to go on sale on Monday the 4th of December in the different phases that you normally get with that. Information around that is on Leeds United's page at leedsunited.com. You can check that out if you want to. That's going to be it for me today, folks. Massive thanks as always. I will be back tomorrow with more Leeds news. Might do a match review depending on how the game goes and what it looks like. And I've got time tomorrow. Have a great day. Fingers crossed, 3 points, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you. Bye.